Welcome back, Jen the Crazy Crafter with another resin project. I'm doing this pen holder, and this is a part of my Christmas rush to make last minute gifts. So I'm going to do this pen holder. It holds, I believe, 10 ounces. I just opened the mold today, but I'm going by Michelle. Michelle says it holds 10 ounces. I mixed up 12 ounces. I've got a white, a silver, and a black that I plan on doing marbling with. And the glitz effect. No glue in this. Just trying to make sure my mica powders are all mixed up. It's going to be mostly black. Everything's mixed up right now. I used Let's Resin mica powders here. And this is also from Let's Resin from their chrome powder pack. This is holographic silver. In case you wanted to know. Don't yell at me for not having my gloves on. I just took them off. So don't call the glove police. Don't call the resin police. So I'm going to go ahead and get a pouring. And let's hope that this turns out. I've been trying to let this sit. It is starting to get a little bit warm in the cup. So let's see how I do. I do want to put some alcohol down in here for bubble control. Okay. Not too much alcohol. There we go. And here's that white. Look at that. Gorgeous. So, as we all know, whatever hits the silicone first is typically what you're going to see. I'm not doing a dirty pour. I'm just going to pour the colors and see what sticks. The white, I do want it to be up, and I just went over the mold. Let's wipe that up. So I want to stick into the napkin. I just want subtlety with the white and the silver. Very subtle. A little bit more black than the silver and white. I want this to be mostly black. This is for my dad, who always struggles with organization on his desk. Definitely more white than the silver. Silver is supposed to be subtle. We'll see how this marbling turns out. Let's see if the colors merge. So Dawn, I am trusting you on this. Your glitz effect. These sticks need to come out. I'm probably going to end up with more silver than what I had planned. We will see. Certainly hope this turns out. Being that this is for a man, I don't know if I'm going to do any bling on it. I might do some silver leafing on the edges. Silver's almost done. I want it mostly black. Like I said, I want like very subtle veining of the white and the silver. And this is almost full. Almost. We're getting there. Yeah, we're going to scrapey this out. The silver. And we'll be done with it. This is the back, so it's not as important. Though I kind of want the bottom to be pretty too. Okay. That's that one done. I think I do want this domed. I still have a little bit of white left. See if we can finish off this white too. The only extras I'm going to have is probably black. The white is done. Let's see, it's going to be time to empty my garbage can here real soon. And eye level, we are almost domed. And there's a hair. Get that off of there. Okay. I do have plenty of extra. I was kind of counting on that, figuring that would happen. Trying to see if there's any... Do I push my luck? Add a couple more drops. This might be able to take a couple more. I don't want to do it too much. Okay. Dotting tool. Oh, that looks pretty. Shouldn't say pretty for a man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at the sides. I hope the marbling stays like this on the sides. It is looking incredible on the sides. Hoping I don't have too much trim work, but if I do, I do. Pop bubbles. Okay. Do I dare? I don't know. I don't want to disturb the marbling. I was going to say. Okay, I think that might just be a reflection that I was seeing in my light. I don't think that that is actually a bubble. I was looking. Believe me, I was looking. Use a little bit of alcohol to clean up my tool. Okay. Hey, come on, pop. Got a stubborn bubble right there. There we go. Got it. Okay, so now we wait. I'm going to find something to put this in. Maybe I'll surprise you with an extra. Okay, it's that time to take everything out of the molds. These were the teardrops. My idea is they're probably going to become part of earrings. Maybe I might drill a hole through the tops and use a couple other beads or something into earrings. Here's a cabochon. Here's the heart cabochon. And I really don't have any trimming on these cabochons. Maybe a little bit of very, very light sanding, just to kind of smooth off any rough edges. This is that one tray that I always had trouble with bubbles until I learned about alcohol and taking a dotting tool around the edges. This thing is going to be tough to unmold. I might have to do that off the screen, but let's see what we got here. Let's see if how my diligence of alcohol plus taking my dotting tool around to dislodge any bubbles. This I'm probably going to bling up. A tiny bit of overpour, just a little bit of trimming to do. This might go on eBay or Etsy. I'm not sure where I'm going to sell yet. But for the first time ever, I am not seeing any bubbles. This is the first time that this tray has come out perfect. Perfect. And I'm probably going to bling it up and everything else. This is what I'm worried about, these beads. Definitely trimming on them. Little black beads. Trim these up, pair them with those teardrops for a pair of earrings. That's probably what I'm going to do. Definitely trimming. This one, I don't know if it came out completely. I'm hoping it did. This one, I think that there was a big bubble or something at the top. I don't know if I can use that for anything, but we will see. They're all pretty much the same. They're beads. Roly-poly beads. Each one needs trimmed. Okay, and these were the square ones. This one I can see I'm going to have to finish drilling out the hole in because it kind of got covered up there. Square beads. These are pretty thick, heavy-duty square beads. I'm probably going to be using these beads a lot more often for extra. So there's that. Now we've got, oh, and the beads want to roll everywhere. The round ones want to roll. That's just, okay. So I'm going to put these aside. And we're going to get this unmolded. This is the start of the show. This is the pen holder that I made for my dad for Christmas. Yeah, I had to do a lot of the heavy work off camera. I'm still kind of off camera. This is tricky. And I've watched Michelle. There, I got it. I clean up my mold. But here it is. And I am looking. I did a pretty good job of no bubbles. And keep in mind, I did not use a debubbler machine. I have one, but I didn't use it. And no, I don't have a vacuum chamber. So if you're new to resin, you don't have to go out and buy a vacuum chamber. I will eventually, but there's some trim work I got to do on the bottom. But that is, in my opinion, stunning. That marbling. The silver did take up a lot, but I could see the white. I could see the silver throughout the black. I think my dad is going to be happy with this. I'm not going to do a lot with this. I may not do anything except for sand the bottom. And I have a new cordless rotary tool that I will do this sanding on the bottom with. But it's like I thought about taking silver marker and going around this top. But at the same time, I don't want to cover up that marbling. I think that is gorgeous. And yes, I cut myself. You got to be careful with unmolding these things. Cut yourself very easily. That's why I definitely need to sand the bottom, because I cut myself on one of these edges trying to get it out of the mold. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue on and do my next pours. And then I'll have one video where I do everything else. Do all the... You know what? I'm going to scratch this part of the video. I'm going to cut it off. Okay, so let me go ahead and do some trim work. And see what I can do as far as blinging things up. I don't have a lot of rhinestones. I wish I did. You know, that's on my wish list on Amazon. But I'm on a fixed income and a little bit of DoorDash. You know, I guess as time goes, maybe I can slowly build up my inventory. And you know what else I really, 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 really want? Some Diane Kapoor's pigments. They're just not that gorgeous. I think something like these pen holders take up to the next level with Diane Kapoor's. But that's a whole nother story. Anyhow, let me speed you up through the next process. Before I speed you up, this is what I got. It's cordless, rechargeable, Harbor Freight, and I got some extra accessories for it. So we're going to try this. I know I said I was going to speed you up, but we're going to try this real quick. Oh, not on my dad's thing. Let's do it on this. Oh, that's right. I got beads over here on this. Okay, so you turn it on. There's the battery light. This is the speed indicator. And I'm going to play it very carefully. Because on resin, you really don't want it too high. I'm using very light pressure. I think I'm going to bump it up one speed because this definitely needs a little bit more aggression because there's overpour on this. So I'm hoping you can see that what I'm doing here. It's getting there. And I'll buff up those scruff marks. You get those whether you are using a fingernail file or not. So I'm going to do the rest of this off camera. And I will see you back here. Okay, I want to show you something. Here's my new one. It is a little bit bulky, but it has its uses, right? I had this bright idea because when I was putting my extra pieces away in my drawer, I thought, hey, wait a second. I've got the Let's Resin cordless drill. Now, it doesn't come with anything for sanding or whatever. And I thought, can I put my grinding wheel into this collet? And can I use the Let's Resin for doing my trimming and for doing my sanding on rough edges? And guess what? It worked. It fit. And you can see all the edges that I sanded. And they're smooth. And I did not have to get scissors out or snippers. It trimmed it, and I put it on the higher speed for the trimming, and then I lowered the speed for the smoothing. And I like this because I feel like I have more control because I can hold this almost like a pen. So, now I'm going to do the same thing to the pen holder, and then we're going to get the blinging.
It's late December. coffee cold. Hands are tired, but my heart ain't done. Every pore's a promise kept for the man who raised his girl. I don't rush perfection, but Christmas don't wait. So I say a little prayer and I trust the way. These hands are messy, but they're guided by a love that don't quit or bend. Red, silver, white marble motion, turning resin into something mint. I'm Jan the crazy crafter, yeah, I know it's true, but every piece I make is faithful through. For my dad, for the moment, for the reason I stand, made with the love, guided by God's hands. Pen organizer, shining under sharp light, looks like marble made of midnight sky. Every swirl's got a story, every bubble's a lesson why. I'm racing time, wrapping dreams, trying not to mess this up. Christmas gifts and sleepless nights, poured straight out of a bitter cup. I don't need perfection, just heart and truth. If God's in the process, He'll carry it through. These lands are messy, but they're guided by a love that don't quit or bend. Like silver, white marble motion, by a love that don't quit or bend. Like silver, white marble motion, turning resin into something mint. I'm Jan the crazy crafter, running on faith and glue, but every piece I make is a prayer comes through. From my dad, for the moment, for the reason I stand, made with love, guided by God's hand. Yeah, I'm tired, yeah, I'm rushed, yeah, the clock's against me now. My miracles don't need daylight, they just need a willing mouth. Breakdown, spoken, or song soft. This one's for you, that every squirrel says thank you. These hands are messy, but they're guided like grace that shows up when I'm spent. Black, silver, white, etched in memory, like grace that shows up when I'm spent. Black, silver, white, etched in memory, like grace that shows up when I'm spent. Black, silver, white, etched in memory, every pore exactly how it's meant. I'm Jan the crazy craft, the Christmas scheme in a rush, but love don't crack and faith don't blush. If this gift lasts longer than I can stand, it's 'cause it was guided by God's hands. Yeah, guided by God's hands. Wrapped in love, right on time.
Okay, I am done. I am done. And Lord help me. I got this kit. I want to love it. I want to love it. I cannot figure out for the life of me on getting the wax in that tip. Yeah, I got gluey hands. They need washed. I took this off, and like this unscrews right here. And I can't get it unscrewed right now. There we go. I tried to shove some wax down in there. I am clueless on how to use this. Tried sticking this in the wax like this, Because it came with a bunch of these little things of wax. Can't get it. So I ended up having to use the pencil, which was fine. And let me tell you, this is my first time blinging anything out with rhinestones. My very first piece I ever did with rhinestones. It took me a while getting started, but then once I started moving, and a lot of it was off camera. Can you see? These are AB rhinestones. I am so happy with how this turned out. But any advice on using these would be greatly appreciated. I only have one of these. Yeah. But there you have it. My first project with rhinestones. And guess what? I was bitten by the bug. First, I was bitten by the bug of going back to resin. Rebitten by the bug, I should say. Then, I've never messed with rhinestones. I bought these, and I've got another set that is all clear. All clear ones. I think there might even be smaller than these. And I've had them for weeks and never touched them. Today I did it. And no earrings like I thought I was going to make. I tried drilling holes in these. Wasn't working too well. And this here, like the other one, the hole was huge. I got it through, but it looked bad. I'm like, it was off center. I'm like, I can't use this piece. I tossed it actually. But this teardrop, I ended up covering the hole I was making with a rhinestone. And I put flat back bails on all these. I didn't do anything to this. This is still just a flat back. And same with the heart. I didn't do anything with that. And you guys already saw the pen. And let me tell you, I wanted to bling this so freaking bad. But I love my dad too much. He wouldn't appreciate that. I showed restraint. No bling. You could thank me later, Dad. But one of these blinged out is going to be coming to your screen in the near future. But that's what I have for you. I'll get some decent pictures and just a couple decent pictures, actually. I put all those other beads away. They still need some finishing work. If I wasn't under the Christmas crunch, I would probably just go ahead and would have finished the beads. But they're not top priority. These weren't really top priority, but I did them anyhow. Okay, with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Stay tuned for the pictures.